This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there. Welcome to another reaction to our queen, Amberlyn Reed, who is leaving us. Somehow, I'm going to make it through this entire reaction, you guys, but she says she's leaving YouTube. And she's gonna tell us the truth about how she got cellulitis, but I just know that she's gonna tell us how she's gonna leave us. I don't know what I'm gonna do, so hope you guys can deal with it while we get through this. So, okay, I just need a minute. Okay. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys all rock. Thank you to everybody. Gonna hit the thumbs up button. Thank you to everybody who's gonna subscribe. Even though Amber's leaving us. I know. It's like the absolute worst time for her to do this. I know, but we're gonna make it, okay? So I do have her sped up a little bit because I want to get this bad news over with quickly. So I hope you guys can understand, but okay. Get this over with.
Hey guys, welcome to
Hi, Queen.
the weekly vlog. So if you
Yay.
have not seen my weigh-in video, I have cellulitis
Yes,
due to walking in the flood because
we all know that flood water causes cellulitis. Yes.
it was flooding here a few days ago and I got
right. We know that your apartment got carried away by the flood waters and that you had to wade through them in order to get to your front door to save Winky and Wasabi. Yes, we remember this part.
cellulitis from it. If you want to hear the whole story and everything that happened, watch my weigh-in video that I posted a few days ago. It'll be a few days ago for you guys. I haven't even posted it yet in my real time because I literally just filmed it. So I just
Oh my god, the timelines are so weird, you guys.
I feel like super under the weather. Like I still did my live stream today and I felt off in it. I did the best that I could though.
It was a very weird live stream, not gonna lie.
Did not want to film my way in at all. Literally forced myself to do it. I did not want to vlog today, so I didn't. But I normally vlog on Tuesdays and today's Tuesday, so I kind of just wanted to like have at least one clip, which is this, because I don't know, it would have drove me crazy if I didn't at least vlog something. I am seeing my mom tomorrow. I think we're gonna have like a girls' day. We definitely both need it.
Yes, girls' days are the best days.
Only if I'm feeling better, which I have my fingers crossed because I am on antibiotics and they are going to start kicking in rather quickly because that's just how it goes. Like I know all my signs of getting cellulitis and I always get it taken care of really quickly. So
I know when mercury's in the microwave that is usually a good sign to have a girl's day.
I always catch it before it gets hectic on it, if you will.
The next day.
Hey guys, so it is the next day.
Hi.
I'm trying to decide if I want to wear my hair up or down. I guess it really doesn't matter. But I am going to go hang out with my mom for a little bit. We're actually going to go to the movies. And this movie theater, like you sit in these seats and like the leg part goes up. So it'll be good for me to rest my legs for my cellulitis.
Yes, the best way to deal with cellulitis is to totally go to the movies and put your legs up.
And I know there's a reaction channel who has decided to put out the narrative that my cellulitis is a lot worse than I actually let on.
No, how dare, where the hell you are. What gives you the right to be telling people that our queen's cellulitis is worse than she tells us it is? It is exactly as bad as she says it is.
Not at all, because the minute I see a tiny little red moment in my leg, I actually make my telehealth appointment immediately.
Exactly. She immediately makes a telehealth appointment. What do you expect her to do? Go to an actual doctor?
Immediately for that day, and I'm immediately put on antibiotics. I have expressed this ad nauseum. When I catch my cellulitis,
her cellulitis, she is so good at catching her cellulitis that she doesn't even need to see an actual doctor anymore. They just know that when she calls in, all they have to do is just renew her prescription for whatever antibiotics she's taking.
This quickly, it makes it extremely manageable. And the
Exactly. Cellulitis is chronic. Didn't you know that?
antibiotics I'm on is called doxycycline. I'm not good at pronouncing stuff like this.
It's okay, Queen. Neither am I. I mean, like, I can't even say Ricola, Ricolia.
And I'm supposed to take them for 14 days. So I take them twice a day. But yeah, it's literally pretty simple. Like, I went to bingo Saturday night is when I stepped in the flood. All right, you guys, so we made it home safe and sound. It's pouring, it's flooding everywhere. Like, we have flood warnings.
And as we know, our queen had to ford her parking lot in order to get to her apartment so that she could save her animals, because they are her heart and soul.
Genuinely scary. And then it was literally Sunday morning when I woke up. I noticed the issue. It was actually Easter, but I don't celebrate Easter, neither does my mom. And thankfully, my telehealth doctor,
Neither do I, because of the Dark Lord Satan,
was on call, so I was able to have like a really quick appointment with him. There was a couple pharmacies around here that
somewhere someone is offended by that joke.
Were open. Immediately got my medicine. My cellulitis is at a very manageable spot right now. Got a small popcorn. So I got my small popcorn, and then I also got an icy. So we're about to leave the movie. But while my mom was at work, someone kissed her car. You
It was me. It was me, Mama Lynn.
can literally see the foundation from their nose and from their chin. Isn't that funny?
Look, that is kind of weird. Who's walking through a parking lot? It's just like, that car. Oh yeah.
So I'm about to take her outside, but oh my gosh, the movie we saw was Drop. My mom liked it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was alright.
The movie you saw was what? I missed what movie we went to go see.
And from their chin. Isn't that funny? So I'm about to take her outside, but oh my gosh, the movie we saw was Drop. My mom liked it. I thought it was okay.
A 2005 American thriller directed by Christopher Landon and written by Julian Jacobs and Chris Roach. Oh, it premiered at South by Southwest. And now you know literally as much as I do about this movie. A widowed mother on her first date. Oh, I did want to see this movie. I thought I wanted to see this movie. Maybe I don't. Who arrives at an upscale restaurant where she is relieved that her date is more charming and handsome than she expected, but their chemistry begins to curdle as Violet begins being irritated, then terrorized by a series of anonymous drops to her phone. Is that what we call text messages now? She is instructed to tell nobody and to follow instructions, or the hooded figure she sees on her home security cameras will kill Violet's young son and babysitting sitter. Violet must do exactly as directed, or everyone she loves will die. Her unseen tormentor's final directive: kill Henry. I wanted to see it because it's a Blumhouse production, and I tend to like Blumhouse movies. I don't want to see it. Got an 84% on the Rotten Tomatoes meter and an 80% on the popcorn meter. I don't know what that one means. That's new to me. Am old. 2 hours. Movies are so long these days, you guys. So are YouTube videos, so I don't know. Critics' Consensus, a Hitchcockian thriller that cleverly utilizes modern technology for its twists and turns. Drop delivers on its pulpy premises while providing a welcoming showcase for leading lady Megan Fahy. Fahy? Fahy. F-A-H-Y? Audience says, a rewarding watch. This cheesy popcorn thriller entertains down to its last drop. Okay, anyway. Wenlei Ma says, drop is certainly cheesy and outlandish at times. You'll even roll your eyes once or twice, but like the most thrilling of those 90s thrillers, you'll never be bored. It's 2025. I don't want to watch a 90s thriller in 2025 unless it's a 90s thriller that I happen to be watching in 2025. Oh, well, whatever. I have high standards, apparently. High standards in my movies these days. Anyway, back to this. What was I watching? Oh, yeah, Amber.
I'm gonna go potty. That was alright, I guess. I also have to go take out my trash. But you guys, there's a whole other rumor about I've open wounds on my leg.
How dare you people in your open wounds rumors?
No, that is not the way
God!
getting cellulitis works. Like, I can't be Dr. Lynn over here because
Obviously, she's only Dr. Lynn Medicine Woman. Pfft, get with the times.
apparently people just want to use Google to find out everything instead of
Exactly, you can't use Google, you have to use ChatGPT. Duh.
me, someone who has lived this since I was 16 years old. That's
Right. 16 years old. Queen Amber Lynn and ChatGPT are the only real sources that you can have about cellulitis. Get with it.
decades, plural, decades of living the experience. No, I do not have open wounds.
You're not 36. Almost decades. Almost decades, Queen. Almost. You got 2 to 3 more years yet.
On my leg. I literally can't. So for people who want things to be explained a little deeper, which I can be like that too, a lot of the time really.
Ask Queen deeper discussions. Explain it to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
Yes, an open wound can cause cellulitis, but you can also get cellulitis with literally, if you have the tiniest little skin scratch that every human has on their skin.
Which is totally not an open wound, you guys.
That you can't even see. Like, you don't need anything. The first time I ever got cellulitis, which was the worst cellulitis I ever had, I had to be hospitalized. All I did was stub my toe at the age of 16 years old. Oh my God, the weather outside actually feels genuinely so
It's frightful.
good. But anyways, sorry, I just have cellulitis on the brain. This is why I don't like to open up to you guys.
Can you have cellulitis of the brain? Can you have open cellulitis wounds of the brain? Can you stub your brain and get cellulitis? Sorry. Yeah. Oh. What happens when you come up? Really? That's a new one.
Guys. And when I say you guys, I'm talking about the people who are so fucking judgmental and spread so many rumors. Like, this is why I don't want to tell you things, personal things. And then when I don't do that, people are like, oh my gosh, she's so boring. Why can't she just be like transparent with us and like open up to us? This
Yeah, exactly. You're the reason why Amber's boring. Pfft, jackasses.
is why. This is the very reason. Hey guys, so it is the next day, and this antibiotic that I'm on is kind of kicking me in the butt, and I just don't feel the greatest. Plus, I have an infection going through my body. So I am still filming my what I ate today video, but I'm gonna add 2 days in it because like literally I just feel so bad because it's not gonna be a good what I ate today video by no means. I kind of just like need a moment. Like yesterday I saw my mom, went and hung out with her. Tomorrow I'm seeing my mom, hanging out with her. I'm supposed to be resting more than I am. I have a bad habit of like when my cellulitis isn't like at its worst, because trust me, I have been going through it with cellulitis since I was in high school. Like I was hospitalized in high school.
Like, you have only told us this twice now, my queen. I think you might need to repeat it a few more times. Were you possibly hospitalized with cellulitis in high school? I haven't picked up on that yet.
It was genuinely scary. And even just like a couple years ago, like I had cellulitis so bad that like my temperature was like 104. I genuinely thought I was dying. So literally when it's just like the infection, like my leg is red, it's a little painful, etc., etc., and like I don't get like all the other symptoms with it, it's hard for me to process that like I actually have an infection inside of me, if that makes sense. So I haven't been resting as much as I should be. So I'm trying my hardest today to do that because I know I'm going out with my mom tomorrow. And then I think on Saturday my friend wants to pick me up and we're gonna go hang out. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to cancel that or what I plan on doing. By the way, I was just holding Twinkie and her little paw print right there. My skin is really sensitive, but yeah.
My little butthead doesn't leave any kind of paw prints on me.
Hey guys, so it is the next day. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like the spoon theory, but it's where like you wake
Have enough spoons that you can eat ice cream, but then when all the ice cream's gone, you run out of spoons.
up every day with a certain amount of spoons, and it kind of reflects like your energy and how much you can give of yourself.
I totally measure my energy with spoon. I've heard of the spoon theory. Don't come for me.
There is a lot more that goes into it, but how I feel lately is like normally I wake up with 10 spoons and I'm able to give 5 of those to my fur babies.
My fur babies require at least a spoon each, and sometimes more, especially when they puke on the only carpet in my apartment.
2 of those to myself, you know, and like 2 of those to YouTube. It all is just like given in different areas. But
I don't give any spoons to myself. I give all of my spoons to my queen and my cats when they puke on the only carpet in the apartment.
I would say in the last like few days, maybe 4 or 5, I'm only waking up with 5 spoons. So I'm trying to be like, where do I put those 5 spoons? And you
Typically, when I run out of spoons, I find that my partner has taken them to work and has left them in the sink at work. So I usually have to have him go to work and round up all of the missing spoons and then bring them back. And then I find that I have all of my spoons again.
YouTube has been on the bottom front here, which is okay.
Right.
It's understandable. I'm gonna have days like that. I'm gonna have weeks like that. You know, I have mental illness. I have just everyday human issues. But I'm not giving my spoons to YouTube as much this week. I'm trying my hardest still. I hope that you guys know that. But my spoons.
Right, but what if you don't give me any spoons? What am I supposed to eat my granola with? What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are you going? Ugh. He doesn't like the new setup. Mommy's trying to be ridiculous. You're not helping. That's all. I stay for a goth wedding.
Spoons are going to things that is helping me mentally and just I'm putting them into things that are just like helping me survive day to day. I feel like a cell
Right.
phone that's only waking up on 50%. Like it literally will not go above 50%.
That's when you got to get the cell phone replaced. Either that or get a new battery. I mean, check the charging cord though. Sometimes it's just the cord and you just need to replace the cord.
So I don't know. I'm low mentally, but I'm gonna see my mom today, and that always makes
What
me
are we
feel like a million
doing?
times better.
What are you doing? No.
I'm playing for my mom because she had to go to the bathroom.
Double fisting bingo. Let's go, queen.
I'm red, and she's blue. I just won though. Yay.
Yay. No.
Hey guys, so it is the next day. I was actually supposed to go hang out with my friend. She was gonna come pick me up, but I think me even doing anything this week was probably a bad idea. Like going to the movies and then to bingo last night. I'm supposed to be resting, and I've just also been just not feeling the greatest because of it. Obviously, antibiotics don't make me feel the greatest, and I'm sure this vlog has sucked, but it's because I just
No, queen. It's been the best vlog ever. I have enjoyed this vlog so much. I enjoyed it even more than the vlog where you were telling Katy Perry that she didn't even go to space because space doesn't even exist.
I don't feel good. If I had any other job, like I wouldn't even be allowed to go to the job. So the fact
Of course, because everybody knows that you don't go to jobs when you don't feel good. Pfft. I mean, that's like a universal rule. Nobody works when they don't feel good.
that I'm still trying to like go out,
Excuse
do
me.
things for my mental health,
Right.
still film for you guys and stick to this schedule.
And we appreciate it. We appreciate every spoon of effort that you give us, queen. Every spoon.
It says a lot because normally in the past I would have just disappeared for a couple weeks, but
Yes, that is true.
today I need to rest. I tried to choose the more
Bye.
responsible route. I'm gonna do that and I'm not gonna feel guilty for it. And hopefully tomorrow I feel a lot better because I need to grocery shop. Sundays are the day where I do like the mopping because I like to mop once a week. I like to clean my bedding once a week, and that's Sundays as well. So we will see how I feel. I just want to say like thank you to those who are having
I have like a chore list that's on my wall. I have like one of those erasable wall board things, and I have a list of chores that I just kind of go down. I do my daily though, because I like my house to be presentable just in case someone were to happen to stop by. Not that that ever happens, but just like on the off chance someone were to stop by, I don't want to have to panic clean or like be stressed out over the fact that there's a person in my house and my house is unpresentable. That causes me a lot of stress. Don't ask. It does. Should it? No. Does it? Yes. So to just kind of alleviate some of that, I just have a list of like daily things that I do to just kind of like take that stress away, because then it's like the bare minimum, you know, like the floor is vacuumed, the cabinets are wiped down, you know, the cat box is sifted out so that it doesn't smell. At least I hope to God it doesn't smell. If someone were to ever walk into my apartment and be like, is that cat box? I would die. I would just die. And no one would ever come over to the apartment ever again.
Having patience, because today my What I Ate Today video
And now you know my great weakness.
went up, and I've been contacted by so many people saying like, I can tell you don't feel good. Thank you for still uploading. And like,
Oh yes, sorry, this was all about you. Sorry, Queen, yes, you've been so low energy this video. I can tell that you just don't feel good. And I saw your What I Eat in a Day video, and you were clearly not happy. I mean, honestly, I could tell in that video. No jokes, for real. I could tell in that video that you were not feeling good, so.
like genuinely, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys, hello. It is the next day.
Hi.
I am taking my medicine, 100
It's very important that you take this medicine on camera.
milligrams 2 times a day. So I have an alarm set on my phone where I take it AM and PM.
Right.
And so I used to take Bactrim whenever I would get cellulitis, but I'd get this really bad rash right here when that would happen. And like in my brain, I was like, oh, it's probably normal. Like it's totally fine. Like TMI, but
totally not herpes.
a lot of girls get yeast infections when they take antibiotics. I personally have never experienced that, but
That's one of the reasons I don't like to take antibiotics, to be perfectly frank, but it is a pretty common side effect.
I was just thinking, okay, maybe that's just like something that happens to people. Like it's normal. And it was the last time I got cellulitis. I mentioned to my doctor, I was like, every time I take Bactrim, I get like a rash right here almost immediately. Like it's like my second dose, it forms. And he's literally like, that's an allergic skin reaction. And I'm like, what? So I'm like partially allergic to Bactrim? I don't really know.
But only partially, so.
But I was just like, okay, I guess I should have like mentioned that before, which I'm usually nervous about things like that. Like I don't take medicine. I hate medicine.
I do too. I mean, I hate using things that make me feel better. Why would we do that?
afraid of medicine. So like any little weird things that happen with it, usually my anxiety like flares, but literally it's been happening for years. So I thought it was normal. I don't know.
Sorry. Because I know when I say that I have anxiety about things, I tend to just completely ignore any and all interactions or reactions I have to said thing. Because I'm very anxious about doing or taking said thing.
All right, you guys. So it's been hours and hours since you last saw me. I was able to do my bedding. I was able to do my mopping. Everything that I normally do on Sundays.
Hooray!
But I chose to do that instead of grocery shopping because I still have some things at home and I can always Instacart. But I wanted to do my weekly Amazon haul.
It's very important that I see what you bought at Amazon. Very important.
Got 2 of these Nintendo eShop gift cards. I do not like to put my debit card on Nintendo at all. Makes me
Instead, I would rather use it through Amazon. Very secure, very safe.
have a lot of anxiety. So I got those because I want to use it on Fortnite and I might buy a game. But
Anything you don't have anxiety about, Queen? Obviously Amazon, so.
on Fortnite, I want to buy the Sabrina Carpenter skin because it's literally adorable. I got a pair.
Does it cost $70? You're gonna spend $70 for a skin? All right.
Of bigger silver hoops.
I need to get some silver hoops. Don't you already own like several pairs of silver hoops? I should not question you.
Because the last pair that I recently bought were just too small for me. So I got this blue.
Because if they are too small, they simply do not distract from the roundness of one's head. And if they're not distracting from the roundness of one's head, what are they even doing?
Mesh long sleeve. I don't know. We're gonna see how it works because usually I buy these types of things from Torrid. I haven't even tried it on. I don't know how it's gonna work for me. I'm hoping it's super tight, just how I like it. But like,
I mean, I like sausage casings too.
Like the right type of tight, the type that I enjoy, because that's the whole point of mesh for me. I think mesh.
I mean, mesh is very much like pantyhose, and pantyhose are basically just sausage casings. Let's go.
Just so cute. So if this fits, there's a couple other colors I want to get. So I don't have a bingo bag. I've just been using a purse, but I decided to get one. It's purple and clear.
Yay.
I think it is super cute. And I also wanted to surprise.
I thought you were going to use one of your like Gucci makeup bags or something, Telfar or something.
My mom with something. I think she's gonna literally love this. It's a shirt and it says peace, love, bingo. This is literally her aesthetic. I know she's gonna love that a lot. So I'm excited to give it to her next time I see her.
Yay. Hey, Lego.
All right, you guys, so here's the weekly Lego update. I really like doing homes and such. I like the creativity.
I like the dollhouse aspect of it, to be perfectly honest. I used to love dollhouses when I was a kid, and I would still do dollhouses, but much like the problem with the Legos, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I just don't have the space for them.
Of them. So there's a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom, a shower. I think it's cutesy. Here's the brand because I told you guys I would show you the brand. So I did start another Lego.
Jagao? 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 I know the ZH is like a ja sound. And now you know everything I know about Chinese.
In this week, but I want to surprise you guys with that one. All right, you guys, so it is time for the oracle reading. The 3 decks I am using today are What's the Vibe?
Where are my cards? Where are my cards? OMG, where are my cards? Ugh. It's gonna be our final reading with our queen. I don't like this. This is sad. Life happens. Oh God, it's so sad and prophetic. What are we gonna do without this? I mean, how am I gonna like do readings for myself if I'm not doing them weekly with my queen? I mean, how will I know when it's time to do my own readings?
Life happens, and believe in your own magic. So I'm
do
going
like
to
that,
edit
Doug.
out all the shuffling besides the one shuffle that I do where you see
I'm not. You
full
have to
card.
suffer through it. Guess you count. This doesn't work.
All right, so the first card is
Yuns.
Salty, Bitter, Angry, Petty. Second card is Crisis. Third card is Stars. You can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your own goals and turn them into your reality. Create that dream board. Wish on those shooting stars. Write it in a daily journal. Cast a small or large spell. The universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. This reading is about how I have gone through a lot in my life. It has been crisis after crisis after crisis, chaos after chaos after chaos, and it's created this. It has created this morbidly obese, BPD, CPTSD, anxiety, paranoia, food addict, like who genuinely just wants to be happy and to be healthy and to be loved and to love. And I'm bitter, bitch. I'm salty that this is my life. And now like I have to fix it. I'm angry. Like I'm the one who has to fix this. Like I am the very equivalent of someone that I don't want to be. And it's telling me I can be anyone I want to be. I can be mentally healthy. I can be physically healthy. I just have to do it. Fuck the crisis. Fuck the chaos. Fuck the anger. Stop with the petty and just do you. Like I need to like just preach and preach like Amber Lynn. Like you are capable of change. Like the universe tells you this almost every single week. All right, you guys. So that's the end of my oracle reading. And I do want to say I'm going to be taking a break from YouTube. I don't know for how long. I need a mental break. I need a physical break. I need to rest. And I just need time to myself and time for just like positivity and peace. And I need to just like focus really hard on where I'm giving my spoons this coming week and the near future for how.
If I buy you more spoons, will you come back? Can I bribe you with spoons? If I buy you really cute spoons? IKEA's got some really cute spoons. What if I buy you spoons? Will you come back if I buy you more spoons?
However long. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this weekly vlog. I know it has not been the greatest.
No, it made me sad.
My health is reflecting in that, but I hope to come back feeling better soon.
That was a weird little glitch. Was that me? Was that a real glitch? Or am I hallucinating? Was there like a little black glitch flicker? Let me know if you guys saw that down below.
Soon. I love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Why? Excuse me. All right, well, yeah, that's a decent card reading, I guess. Again, no actual questions, so they're just kind of hanging out. Not a bad reading, though. I am inspired by the breath, by the words, the divine. My vessels take me far and wide. I shall become. Which one is this one? I always get this. I get the two of these confused. And I shall become pillar of the community, which forms around me, that I must then journey. I have journeyed to find, because of the divine words that I've been inspired by. There's a lot of ways to interpret that one, I guess. Anyway, Amber's leaving us. Typically, she's not gone for more than like a few days, so she'll be back. I don't know. Maybe she'll pull a Rosie. Maybe she'll pull a Rosie and she'll be gone for a bit. Quirky Love Rose has been gone, I think, over a month at this point. I love you dearly, but if you come up here and start messing things up, I will put you out and lock the door. Anyway, I don't know. Like, all right, look, the non-cynical part of me would really like to see Ember step away from YouTube and like improve her mental health and all that and just like make better choices and get better, you know? I don't really wish the worst of the worst for her, and honestly, I don't see her getting better while she's on YouTube. So if stepping away from YouTube is what it takes to get better, I'm all for it. Kind of like with Quirky Love Rose. Quirky stepped away. Hopefully she's getting better. I mean, she's not on YouTube, so there's really no way to get updates. So there's that. And like I said, Quirky needs to be gone for at least 6 months for me, or else it's just not real. And there you have it. So, I don't know. But Amber does this every 9 months, 6 to 9 months. Also, Amber tends to do things where she like runs out of content, or she gets tired of the content that she's making and she vanishes for up to a month. She's been gone for up to a month at times. So this isn't unusual for her whatsoever. So, you know, we'll see what happens. The more interesting thing is, while she's on whatever this hiatus is, will she still be doing the lives that we pay $10 a month for? Is she going to be doing those on Tuesdays still? Who knows? So that'll be interesting to see if we're still going to get charged for a product that we're no longer going to be receiving. As incredibly mind-numbing as those are. I know I'm supposed to be in AmBaby mode, but I think I've played that one. I think we've played that card already. I will say that the last live was something. It was a thing and a half. And honest to God, I am not amused. Not even a little bit. So there's that. I honestly was like, all right, maybe I shouldn't keep paying for this, to be frank. It was not good. So there's that. I don't really care about the cellulitis. Amber gets cellulitis pretty regularly, to the point where apparently she doesn't even have to go get looked at by a doctor anymore. She just calls in and goes, hey, I got cellulitis again. And they just write her a prescription, just write a script for it. I don't know. I think that's whack. But I've never had cellulitis, and I certainly don't have chronic cellulitis. So I don't really know how that works. So there's that. I've definitely never gotten cellulitis from flood water, and I have walked through a lot of nasty water and have never gotten an infection from it. So, you know, I mean, it's entirely possible my day just hasn't come, but I'm also done walking through nasty ass water for a living. So there's that. There's a lot of things I don't have to do anymore because I stopped doing archaeology. Hey! Now if it happens, it's on accident or because I'm stupid. So there's that. That's pretty much it. Nothing really else exciting really happened here. I've seen a lot of people have titles in their videos like Amber's freaking out and yada yada yada. And I've seen a lot of like freakouts and like Amber's yelling at us and stuff. I think that's a little hyperbolic. I don't really feel like she's freaking out. I think she's definitely not happy with people in her mind exaggerating things, but I don't know. I personally don't think it's that common to get cellulitis from water, blood, water, or otherwise. I just don't think that's a common thing unless there was something else happening. So I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to assume. And Amber's overall hygiene is not it's not unreasonable to call Amber's overall hygiene into question just in general. But as far as her like freaking out, I just don't see it. I don't consider that freaking out, I guess. I don't know. But it does make for a better title. It's a good clickbait title. But there's just been a couple channels. I watch a lot of channels. And there's just been a couple of them now that are just being a little hyperbolic about things. And I don't know. I just don't see a point to it, honestly. And that's not me pretending to be an AmBaby. I just honestly don't see a point to blowing it out of proportion. No point. Because it does kind of give her a leg to stand on when she's like, reaction channels, blah, 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 blah. Kind of, yeah. So there's that. This whole her friend is her new caretaker. I don't know why we're doing that. She is definitely talking to somebody, but I don't know if it's a romantic talking to somebody. Because goddamn, if she wasn't boring the shit out of us during that live, she was texting somebody. Maybe she was just texting ChatGPT. You would be surprised the in-depth conversations you can have with ChatGPT. You really would. You can talk to chat like a real person. So maybe that's what she was doing. Maybe she's dating chat. That would be pretty interesting. That would actually be a twist that I'd be here for. My new girlfriend's name is Chat. I think that would be fascinating. But there's that. So there's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, and I don't know why I've noticed mostly it's Bottle, and I've not watched the videos. I've just seen the thumbnail, so it could just totally be a clickbait thing. But, like, I see a lot of people are still convinced that her and Tommy are together, and I have no idea why we're doing this. And then somebody else was floating the idea that her and Wifey are together. And that's just weird. So, that's strange. This is strange stuff people come up with, like... That one just completely came out of left field. And I think that one was just like a thought experiment anyway. The Wifey one. And I was like, that would just be, why? Like, where the fuck did that come from? But like, I don't understand why people are so convinced that her and Tommy are together. Like, I think Tommy's made it pretty damn clear that she is not interested in being with Amber. And I don't understand why everybody is so convinced that they are together still. So whatever. Anything else that I feel the need to say? No. There was literally nothing going on here. I have watched all of the videos that she's put out so far. I don't feel a need to react to anything else. I really didn't feel like this needed that kind of a reaction, but it's pretty much the best one for the AmBaby stuff. So, I don't know. I will give her this. We've made it to episode 6 of the weekly vlogs, which means she's gone 6 weeks now of putting out the content that she has said that she will put out, which honestly is a little bit more. It's 2 weeks longer than I thought she'd make it. I figured she'd make it about 4 weeks and then she'd crap out. We've made it 6 weeks and she's crapped out, or she says she's going to crap out. She hasn't done it yet. So if we get a week 7, then, she's sticking with it. So I'll give her half a star. I'll give her half a star for making it 6 weeks. And that's all I'm giving her. But, excuse me, if she can make it to 2 months, like if she can keep going even after she's like, I'm going to leave. If she can keep going even after this and make it 2 months, I'm going to give her a whole star. I'll give her a whole star for that. And, I don't know, that's pretty much all I've got. Honestly, there's really nothing that exciting here. I mean, there's no... Katy Perry didn't go to space because space isn't real bullshit. There's no... And I'm just making the space isn't real part of. I'm just speculating that Amber doesn't believe in space. Because shit she says. The shit she says. The crap that comes out of this woman's mouth. I forget that she's like a full-ass grown adult sometimes just because of the stuff that she says sometimes. It just blows me away. It's stuff you would expect to hear from like a young high schooler's mouth. You know, somebody who is still yet unformed, whose education is still incomplete, who is using half-formed ideas to make full-ass statements. Like, you know, like that. She says things like that, and it's like, but I know you've graduated. I know you've gone to college somewhat. Now, granted, it's not like university level college where, you know, like you're required to take a lot of classes that are unrelated to what you're actually studying. But like, you still made it to like an advanced degree. Anyway, I don't know. I give her more credit than I think she's due sometimes. Anyhow, now I'm just rambling. All right. If you have made it this far, put a tombstone or a crow or blackbird down in the comments section. Write us a sweet eulogy of some variety. Write us your best AmBaby eulogy to our RIP queen. Let us know how much you will miss our darling Amber while she is on hiatus. And that's all I've got for you guys. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much. Don't forget, it's a tombstone or a bird of some variety, or blackbird of some variety. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. There are now 3 levels of membership, if you are so inclined. If you have made it this far and are still enjoying it, you might as well subscribe. And I will see everybody in the next video. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.